As that primary voting begins, a new Texas voter poll shows that Republican consensus is being met with increasingly divided and concerned Democrats, with the main topic centering around the state's border security policies. Jalen Wells breaks down the findings of the latest report and what it says about the overall support for border security among Texas voters.
A new Politics Project poll from the Texas Politics Project at the University of Texas at Austin highlights that most Texas voters see a crisis at the border and reveals widespread margins for polls of primary races. A majority of Texas voters support making it harder for migrants fleeing violence in their home countries to seek asylum in the U.S., while majorities also support many of the controversial measures undertaken by Governor Greg Abbott and the Texas legislature in response to the situation at the southern border this past winter. The 59% of voters in favor includes nearly 3/4 of Republicans at 71% and nearly half of Democratic voters at 48%. Additionally, nearly half of all Texas voters surveyed at 48% think the number of migrants attempting to cross the U.S.-Mexico border is a crisis, while another 23% consider it a very serious problem but not a crisis. The state's prevention of U.S. Border Patrol agents from accessing parts of the Texas-Mexico border is the most controversial of recent state policies, as 41% of Texas voters are supportive of this escalation in the conflict between Texas and the federal government, and 44% opposed. Meanwhile, in the most closely watched statewide contest of the 2024 primary elections in Texas, Congressman Colin Allred is close to avoiding a runoff in the Democratic Senate primary as he leads a crowded field of Democrats seeking to challenge incumbent Senator Ted Cruz, who holds a commanding lead over token opposition as he seeks a third term in the U.S. Senate. Like many elected officials in the latest poll, Cruz's job approval numbers among Republican voters increased in the first UT Texas Politics Project poll of 2024, ticking up to 78% in February from 75% in December, and a 2023 low of 72% in October. As for the presidential race, the poll found Donald Trump way out in front of any serious opposition in the GOP primary in Texas, earning the support of 80% of potential Republican primary voters, with no other candidate receiving more than 10% support. In a head-to-head matchup between the current and former presidents, Trump best President Joe Biden 48% to 41%, while in a matchup that included 3 candidates currently campaigning outside of the major parties' nomination processes, Trump led with 45%, followed by Biden with 36%.
That was Jalen Wells reporting. Again, early voting for the March 5th primary election starts tomorrow for Texans, and some of the usual voting locations have changed. Tomorrow through March 1st for the Wichita Falls area, you can go to the Wichita County Courthouse, room 139. It's open from 8 to 5. The Martin Luther King Center is another location, also opening at 8, or Sykes Center Mall, which starts at 10. Then in Burke-Burnett, you can go by Commissioner Precinct 2 building starting at 8. For Iowa Park, voters can head to the Wichita County Tax Office substation. And for Electra, the Commissioner Precinct 4 building.
Starting in less than half an hour, the WFISD Board of Trustees is going to be busy hosting 2 meetings. The first is for the Texas Academic Performance Report. That consists of a wide range of information on the performance of students in each school district in Texas every year. This evening's meeting